Bring in my guests for this hour. Joining us this hour, criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor David Bruno is with us, and also litigation trial attorney Rich Schoenstein is here as well. Gentlemen, great to see you both. Thank you so much for joining me. There seems to be a little bit of a pattern when you guys are with me. We get verdicts, so I don't know if that means we might get something tonight or not. I don't know. But first and foremost, I want to get from you, David, what you thought of these closing arguments.
I'll tell you what a crazy case, Michael. If it were not for her conduct after the fact, if she just kind of just looked for her kids, as well as some of the statements that she made on those jail recordings, this is a not guilty, without a doubt in my mind. But this is the conundrum for this jury, is that how she acted after, her being served at the pool, some of the statements she made about zombies and good and bad and evil. It's really going to be a tough decision. And also, Michael, the fact that they didn't call one single witness. I mean, I understand not calling her because she would have had a very, very tough time answering the questions about what she did and why she didn't do certain things. But I've been watching you all day, and I agree with you that they should have put some expert up there about coercion, about the type of relationship it was, without leaving this jury without their common sense. They just got their common sense right now. And the defense is relying on them to understand the relationship of power to explain what she did not do in this case. And I think that's the biggest mistake that they made in this case.
Rich Schoenstein, again, he was quoting me earlier in the day because that's how I feel about it. But what was interesting, in the defense's closing argument, they actually, on one hand, they're saying, okay, this guy had power over Lori, but on the other hand, they're saying, hey, this guy didn't have a lot of power and influence. He only had 5 followers. He needed 144,000 more to, live out his prophecy. I thought that was a little bit problematic or contradictory almost to their main message, which was he was the guy in control.
Right, it's certainly inconsistent to say he's a dumb author with a stupid book on one hand, and on the other hand, he's some kind of mind manipulator and he's got everyone under his grip. We knew this was going to happen because for reasons that continue to puzzle me, Lori and Chad are being tried separately, which I hate. And that permitted Lori's defense to base their argument on this theory that it's all Chad. He's the guilty one, because, of course, he's not on trial here. But my problem with this argument, Michael, is the defense says, well, he's the main guy. It's his idea. That doesn't make Lori innocent. There's no evidence in this case that he was manipulating her or controlling her mind or that she was without power. That just means it was his idea. But if she's a full-fledged participant in a conspiracy to murder people, she's guilty of murder, whether she was the lead or he was.
Absolutely right. And David, I want to get you to speak on that because I've said many times, the idea of who was the mastermind is something we've been talking about, but I'm not sure it matters at all in this case. The idea is that whether he came up with the idea, but if she supported it, and they said that the state said this in their closing argument, they said, we're not about, condemning someone for their religion or what they believe in. But if you use that religion and it leads to murder, that's a completely different story. So whether she believed him or not, whether it was his idea or not, her going along with it for whatever reason, that doesn't absolve her. Or does it? Does religion give her some cover?
Well, the conspiracy does require an agreement, a meeting of the minds, the sharing of the mens rea that's required for the murder. But it does not require that each individual participate to actually commit the murder. And I'll tell you what, I agree, Michael. If this were not a conspiracy charge in this charge, it's a not guilty on murder. I mean, especially on the wife, she's in Hawaii at the time. They got the cell data about the brother, and probably when the brother kills the kids, she's not near it. But the conspiracy allows for the argument to say, hey, she wanted to rid the world of these kids, or the obstacle in this new relationship, or needed to cleanse the evil spirits, or whatever theory you want to get behind in that jury room. It does not matter that she didn't actually kill. It's only required that she was a part of an agreement and that one of the co-conspirators, either the brother or the new husband, committed the act, and then she's on the hook for the conspiracy, which has the same consequence as the murder itself.
Absolutely. So whether she believed that whatever they were going to do to them, the binding, the killing, the burning, if that was going to lead to death, whether it was just to send them to a better place and get rid of these evil spirits, or actually to kill them so she could be with Chad, doesn't matter. If she agreed that that's what needed to happen, she's going to be guilty under that conspiracy charge. All right, gentlemen, stand by. Now, we do want to...